Get off that white chalk. Good morning, one person. Who's on here, Lynn or Dorian? All right, I'll wait till a few more people come on. Who's on here lurking anyway? That's what I want to know. Oh, good morning, two people. Can I get 3, 4, 5 before I start? Because I don't want to repeat myself. Otherwise, y'all could just play the rewind. Well, anyways, good morning. Happy Memorial Day for all those who are fallen heroes of any of the armed forces. So I salute y'all, those who are fallen, because that's what Memorial Day is. Memorial Day is to honor those who served in the armed forces and who sacrificed their life for the freedom that we endowed. Because I used to hate when people would, they were like, oh, honor those veterans. You know, yes, you honor veterans, but there are designated days for honoring veterans. But Memorial Day is a bit more special because you're honoring those who passed away or died in whether it be an act of war or on duty. And I want to honor my uncle. Even though I've never met him, I never knew him, but I know that I have an uncle who passed away. Last name Watson, and I remember my aunt, rest in peace, Ruthie, my aunt Ruth, and her husband. They would always drape the flag every Memorial Day. I never really heard this, never heard the story, but I know he died in Vietnam, and I think he died during Vietnam. I never really heard the story, to be honest, so I really don't know. I'm gonna have to ask my cousin, but I thought I don't know. I'm gonna have to retract that story, but I know he was a veteran, and I know he passed away, and I never met him, but I know that I want to honor him and all those who have sacrificed their life. So I honor those millions and millions of veterans throughout the United States history. Because Memorial Day is not about, oh, it's a holiday, let's do a barbecue. Sometimes I think in the United States, particularly, why would black folks in particular and Native Americans, why would we want to celebrate Thanksgiving? Because Thanksgiving, a time they slaughtered the Native Americans, stole their land, and Thanksgiving is really not being honored. And it's a time, yes, it's a time for Thanksgiving to say thank you, but you should be thankful every day, not just when Thanksgiving come around and make a big deal about dinner and things like that, and going to the and Christmas, Black Friday, going to the stores, So we took a lot of the honor of these holidays and commercializing it, for money. But anywho, that's my little rant on the subject of holidays and honoring those heroes during this honorable Memorial Day. So I'm on my way to work, not doing Uber Eats right now, but on my way to my regular job because they have overtime today and it's going to be double time. Now, it's 9:49, so of course I'm not going to work a full 8 hour day because if I wanted to work a full 8 hours, I would have to got up and worked from 6 to 2:30 or 7 to 3:30, work my regular schedule. But by being that I'm coming in to do overtime, whatever time I come in, all right, I'm back. Every time I hit this particular area in roads, it's always going to be disconnected or blurry. I don't know what it does, but anywho, so I'm going out of town on Friday for my niece's graduation to Houston. So Friday will be PTO if I have any hours. I don't even know how many hours I have for PTO. I mean, this company is like you can't even pull up your personal time to see how many hours you have accumulated or review the timesheet or anything. It's just like they tell you to put your time in, and then at the same time, it doesn't go by that. It goes by some kind of it goes by some kind of um system when you log into your computer, and then the TL or team lead puts it in, and then they'll call you over to their desk every time it's payday, and they'll tell you how many hours you worked, and it never comes up to 80 hours. So I'm curious to see. I was absent one day last week, and then took a couple of days, so it's close. It's accurate this time, but I'm curious to see when next week, well, the next pay period, how the time is going to be reflected. So, but anywho, that's a whole different story. So let me tell y'all what happened with Uber Eats over the weekend. So yesterday I did Uber Eats only because I wanted to see how many deliveries can I do in between the hours of 5 o'clock until whatever time, and see if I can get 10 deliveries in a 5 to maybe 10 o'clock. Because I'm not going to work all. I'm not going to work all. And I did make 10 yesterday, and I said exactly how much I was going to get paid. I said if I do 10 deliveries, I'm gonna make about $60. Now I made $64 and some change, so I rounded up $65, and I did that from 5 p.m. till 9:20. I had my last 1.3 10. I think I got up to number 10. I got the 10th order No, I got the 10th order at 9:05. So it was a 1.2. But the 9 orders I got at I got 9 orders from 5 p.m. to 9. So it was about 3 hours. Well, actually, the log on time, actually, I got 10, the 10th order was a little bit after 9 o'clock. And it was right at the next, in another McDonald's straight up the street from my house. And that was chaotic because people were in there where the drive-thru was busy. Inside, people were waiting for their food. They weren't working together. People were like, one white lady was complaining and says, "I want to speak to the manager," and it didn't make no sense. And it was a mess. It was a mess at this particular McDonald's. So I had to sit there and wait for the order. And at that point, I was like, I already had got my 10th order, so I said, shoot, I wasn't going to really concern myself because I said my goal was to get 10 orders, and it wasn't as quick to get the order, but I got it. So I said to myself, because it has never been done for me, is from 5 p.m. Monday today until 4 a.m. Tuesday. If I get 10 deliveries, I get an extra $50. So I said, ooh. So I canceled the lift because I was scheduled to do the lift today, but I can't rely on them to say, ooh, will you get deliveries? And then if I get deliveries, it's supposed to be raining cats and dogs today with that tropical storm. So I said I'd rather stay closer to the house, do full deliveries, and not drive all over Atlanta when to live. Especially what happened last week. So I'm not going to be messing with the live as much anymore. So I canceled because I said I'm going to drive way more miles today because, see, nobody's not going to want to work and do the live. And they got the nerve to send an email last week talking about effective Tuesday. If you don't cancel your block within 24 hours or whatever the time frame it was, you get an attorney. So I canceled it way before the time. I canceled it yesterday. And I'm quite sure that now, by it being a holiday, it's going to be pretty much, it ain't going to be a whole lot of traffic. So that's a good thing. But my thing is, if it's raining very bad, most people are really not going to be bothered to do packages. And then they probably work so many different apps that a lot of people are going to choose the app that's going to pay out the best bonus. Because I'm quite sure they're going to be having bonuses and extra money to be made, and people are not going to try to drive a whole bunch of hours. A whole bunch of miles, especially with the gas prices. Gas is $2.89, and some places it's even $2.99. Now let me see what this gas price over here at this BP. Look at that, gas, $2.84. That's regular. Now it's $2.84, but I'm in the suburbs. So a couple weeks ago, gas was $2.60 something, 49 or something. There's quite a few. These people keep jogging. I guess they might be doing some boot camp. So gas actually has gone up about 30 to 40 cents. So $3 in Miami, hell no. Yeah, because that storm, yeah, I don't know. Gas goes up, whatever, based on the market. And Lord God forbid, if some hurricane or some major disaster affects the pipeline where it causes shortage in gas, then it's going to be ridiculously high in the summer. Like it had 2 years ago, no, 2 or 3 years ago, when gas went up to almost $4, and there was shortages and everything else. And it happened in the summertime. It always happens right around the summertime. In the dead heat, something happens in the on the Texas coast with the pipeline. Oops, it's raining. So this one. Something happened with the pipeline, and then gas goes up to $4. So you think I'm gonna be driving around doing Uber Eats and Grubhub, Pooey. I just cursed using that damn company's name out my mouth. So look at, you know, how I'm gonna start really doing these driving around in the summer. That's why I don't do people. I'm not gonna turn on the air conditioner. I'm hot, you know. Put the window down, get some fresh air. You know, burn up all your gas. So I'd rather just, go to work, do overtime, because now I can do overtime with this project that they got going on. So I'm gonna keep riding it out until they say we don't have no more overtime again. So that's how I'm gonna work it. Let me go to this library and drop these lights. Okay, get off my ass. Damn. You see, I got my signal light to turn. People be all on your butt. I'm like, really? Get the hell on my butt. Shoot. Drive like a cop's around. Drive like you got sense. They don't want to drive when they got sense. When the cops around, they all of a sudden they act like they want to be perfect citizens of driving. Is this thing? Okay, here it is. I need to drop off these library books. I got all these library books and videotapes and didn't even finish reading all these books. So I'm just going to turn them in. Okay. CDs in the... These things cost these things are like $1.50, and then the library's gonna charge you like these are brand new. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Drop those off. Good morning, Kingfish. So that's how I did yesterday with Uber Eats. I made $65. I got $4 on the tip, $4 on the app. Someone tipped me, and pretty much it was I'm doing well. I'm on my way to work at my regular old job, kindergarten. I say kindergarten because these people act like immature kids that don't have no sense. But it's a job until I'm able to. Are you taking a break from Eats today? Shoot. I don't blame you. See, I ain't taking no break from Uber Eats because they got that $50 bonus if I do 10 from 5 o'clock till whatever time I get 10. So yesterday I tested it out. So if it's anything like yesterday, which was steady, I got 10 deliveries by 10 o'clock. And it would have been sooner than that if that other McDonald's didn't have no conflict, all that arguing and customers getting mad and they were ooh. And then the other McDonald's I went to, it was smooth picking up the order. They packaged it properly. They were efficient, even though it wasn't busy through the drive-through, but they were efficient. I was in and out. Then when I went back to the same McDonald's for my own personal food, they had all drama going on. And this is at a different McDonald's. This is the first McDonald's I went to. When I went there to do Uber Eats, it was like smooth like clockwork. Then when I got in there to get my own dinner, even though I shouldn't have been eating that type of food, they were slow, they were chaotic, but I didn't complain. I just waited because I knew that they were only three of them working, plus whoever was behind the counter fixing the food, and I know that they were focusing on making sure that the food was hot, which it was, and then some people being asses too. Some customers being asses. Like, because I know I'll be critical about wanting hot fries, but some people are like, they seen that they was cooking fries, and that all that minutes that I was standing there, they were making brand fries, dropping them, fixing people orders with the hot. Bitch, if you don't get those damn fries, she just dropped some hot fries, hot fresh fries, and the girl even threw out some fries that was in previously in, and it was cold, and she was throwing them out. She said these are cold, and she was making a brand new batch, and then she seen girl make brand new fries, and then she gonna talk about lady gonna talk about she want fries with no salt. First of all, fries were put down into the bin. It already has salt all on that thing, all on the scoop. And the way they were sprinkling the fries, it wasn't even a lot of fries on there when they was putting it on there. They were like, shh. They barely put any. I do that depending on where I'm at. I would say, oh, I want fries with no salt. But I realized that when you do that, especially at McDonald's, they're gonna have to find some tongs, put them in this container. You end up getting less fries than you paid for. I'd rather just simply say, oh, I'll wait until I get the hot fries that you just dropped. I'll wait for that. And but other than that, if I see that they have made brand new fries and they was constantly making fries, and it just didn't, that fries wasn't just sitting there for 5, 6, 7 minutes when I'm sitting waiting for my food, I'll wait. And they didn't make it, and it didn't seem hot, I'll wait. No big deal. They'll go to the next person and make, so it was a little bit chaotic at the end with the McDonald's when I went there to get my own food, and it was like two different McDonald's. It was like deja vu, the same thing happening. And these McDonald's was right there, not even far from each other. But of course, when it gets late at night, 10 o'clock at night, that's when it gets busy. But while I was waiting at the McDonald's, 10 o'clock, you know, that's when you do Uber Eats. That's when you need to swing over to the nearest McDonald's that you know that's busy and swing over there. And you could get, some really cheap fares. And instead of doing, you get paid 10 cents a minute, or I don't even say 20 cents a minute because I doubt it's 20 cents a minute. 10 cents a minute or whatever the rate is, they taking that away from the delivery pickup fee. The delivery pickup fee is always $2.64 plus per mile for the total fee. So let's say, for instance, it's 2-3 miles. Because I normally only travel. No, let's say 5 miles. 5 point something miles is gonna come up to about $8 and some change in Atlanta. That's not including no tips, nothing. So if you sitting there waiting and you getting per minute, the delivery fee. I said, why is this delivery fee? It's supposed to be a flat fee of $2.34. Why is it? I have to look at it exactly, but let's say it's $2.34. I'm gonna look at it again. I wish I knew how to pull up my phone and show you it. But if you pull up one fare from 4 weeks ago, and you look at the fare and look at the fee, don't look at the delivery miles. But the delivery fee is always different now. So if they paying you 10 cents or 20 cents, it's one or the other. I don't know. In writing. So if they waiting and they paid you, say, 60 cents for waiting, they're gonna take that 60 cents from the pickup fee, and the pickup fee is gonna, So I was like, what the hell is this? So the delivery fee is gonna be compromised when you hit that button and saying you waiting for food. Yes. So even though you may be say, ooh, I could wait all day for this order. If it's slow, they subtracting it from the delivery fee. You're still gonna get paid the mileage and things of that nature, but they're taking it away from the fee. Oops, I'm gonna read your comments when I get to work. It was crazy at IHOP yesterday. The cook got into a physical altercation with a driver. What? Did you tape it? I'll be taking out my phone, recording it. That's crazy. First of all, how did the cook get an altercation with the driver when the cook's supposed to be behind in the kitchen? So how did he come out of the kitchen to have an altercation with the driver? You sure it wasn't the cashier that had the altercation? See, that's crazy, Because let me tell you with DoorDash. Now, DoorDash, because I didn't finish my recap because I got to go. I'm at work now. With DoorDash, Saturday, I was at the Mall of Georgia. They had me all over the place. Now, I didn't mind because the orders were steady, but I ended up getting about $14 in cash tips. I did get a cash tip from doing Uber Eats. And I made about $100 with Uber Eats plus DoorDash. So if I add up, so that was a pretty good one. I did about $70-something with DoorDash, and then Uber Eats I did about $23, and then I add the $14 in cash tips. Okay, everybody decided to come to work today, huh? Now why they took all the damn spaces? They finished cutting these trees now. They cut off all the trees. I'm not trying to park way in the back. Let me see if I can park right here. Well, thank you. I ain't gonna be working long. I'm just gonna work a few hours, and then I'll make my way to do Uber Eats at 5 o'clock. I may do let's see how busy it is. Well, it's not busy because I'm not on the phone or nothing. But I ain't gonna do a whole. I'm just gonna give me a few hours. All right, y'all. Let me see what you said before. All right. All right, Kingfish, Unruly Nuts. I don't like that name, Unruly Nuts. Doesn't even sound right. That sounds something sexual to me. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But it still sounds sexual, Unruly Nuts. Kingfish, I know you're waiting for that response from dang DoorDash. But have you thought about not emailing them, because I know you said that the local office is in Tampa or somewhere far. Have you ever thought about maybe going to Tampa or um going to the office and speak with someone directly? I think if you do that, you get a quicker response. I mean, hopefully they'll respond to you by this week. But I think if you